he reminded the students that they are Ichiban #1. And today that same heartbeat continues. Listen to the beat of the drums. The drum beat symbolizes the pulsating heart of knowledge, as we know knowledge is power. Raines is a high school built on academic achievement, and the corridor of faculty marching in represents the heartbeat of knowledge being imparted into the hearts and minds of the young students. Behind the faculty is the principal, Vincent Hall, continuing the Ichiban legacy. Once a student here, and now he's a student leader. Listen to the beat of the drums. For the second year in Raines' history, the principal scholar bears the gonfalon, a medieval symbol recognizing the attendance of the meeting today. Students of the high school Harvard, listen to the heartbeat. Coming into the arena are members of the National Honor Society, adorned in silver. Listen to the beat of the drum. For the second time in Raines' history, the president of the National Honor Society carries the gonfalons to recognize this group in attendance of the meeting. Along with the National Honor Society, the Cambridge A Scholar carries the gonfalon representing them as attendants of the meeting. Now behind them are all other Vikings who have continued the heartbeat of success and are now ready to enter the arena for their final march of students, but their first march into adulthood. You will notice their regalia bearing two chevrons, one representing the adversity adversity that they faced, and the other representing their resilience to overcome. For there is no one greater than a Viking. Now, let the drums grow silent. Now, let the drums grow silent.
Seniors, please face forward.
Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by William M. Raines High School Army JROTC, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the playing of the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Oh, I thought I was going. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 57th Annual Commencement exercise of the William M. Raines High School. This serves as a momentous mile marker for the class of 2022's academic journey. Family and friends, I am elated that you have joined us this afternoon to celebrate our graduates. The graduating seniors assembled here today have worked diligently over the past 13 years, and this accomplishment is to be respected. Class of 2022. Class of 2022, I'm so proud of you. Your journey through life and Raines is like a good book. And just like a good story, there are the antagonist and the protagonist. Remember, the antagonist are opposing forces working against the story's goal. Here are a few examples: procrastination, tardiness, environmental plights of the neighborhoods, Facebook and Instagram drama, people doubting your academic ability, and so many of your own personal encounters. But now let's recall the protagonist as those forces working in your favor, like good teachers, good friends, good parents, self-discipline and determination, your post-secondary opportunities, and other unexplained blessings. The one thing I do know about this class is you are the authors of your own stories. No. This class won't let you write it for them. Keep narrating your story. My charge to you is don't put your pencil down. Keep writing. When the antagonist appears in your life, keep writing. Use the eraser to get rid of the things in your stories that might change its ending, but keep writing. Class of 22, I am glad to have been a protagonist in your story over the past 4 years to ensure this great ending of a great chapter. As you begin your new chapter, reflect on the lessons learned within the hollow halls of William M. Raines, the high school Harvard, and keep writing. Always remember, you are the pride of Raines. Ichiban, #1. Congratulations, class of 2022. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce a young man who has exemplified the quintessential characteristics of a true Viking. This young man was sought out by multiple universities because of his combined athletic and academic genius. A very humble scholar, always accepting redirection with a smile, and the reason he's being honored as the 2022 Principal Scholar Award recipient. I take great pleasure introducing Jaquan King to present our platform guest.
Good afternoon. I have a distinct pleasure of introducing our esteemed platform guests. Their guests have supported us in various ways and have been major contributors to this class of 22's success. Each platform guest will stand briefly after being introduced. Family and friends, please hold your applause until I introduce each of our guests. Thank you. Sitting on the stage, Mr. Vincent Hall, Principal. Dr. Deanna L. Green, Superintendent of Schools. The Honorable Warren A. Jones, Board Member of District 5. State Representative Angie Nixon. Mr. Kenneth T. Reddick, Executive Director of High Schools. Mrs. Deborah Norman, retired William M. Raines High School Professional Counselor. Mrs. Felicia Hardaway, Raines alumnus and Principal of North Shore Elementary. Dr. Gregory D. Bostick, Principal of Jean Reba High School. Mr. Julius Collins, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Mr. Lawrence Dennis, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Mr. Dennis Gamble, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Mr. Anthony Cobb, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Mr. Rashard Reed, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Mr. Venice Highsmith, President of the Raines National Alumni Association. Ms. Shaylock Baylock, Senior Class Name Announcer. And to my left, Charles Pullen, Army ROTC Commander. Isaac Cover, Senior Class Historian. Anaya King, Salutatorian. Tiana Irby, Valedictorian. Isoe Igiana Amsoweji, Senior Class President. Ms. Stanley, Professional School Counselor Chair and Parent, Graduating Senior. Ms. Tanette Phelps, Professional School Counselor. Mr. King Walker, Professional School Counselor. Ms. Erica Caldwell, Professional School Counselor, Senior Class Sponsor. Ms. Gloria Works, English Instructor and Senior Class Sponsor. Mr. Keemon Turner, Science Instructor and Senior Class Name Announcer. Mr. Julius Payton, School Advisory Chair. Mr. Willie Hall, Reigns alumnus and Director of 5,000 Role Models of Excellence. Mr. Betty Campbell, President of PTSA. Ms. Toon Taylor Williams, Reigns Class of 1972, celebrated 50 years. Please give our platform guests a warm round of applause. I would also like to recognize the William M. Reigns faculty and staff. Please stand and be recognized. I would like to honor and recognize those who have been with us from day one. Our parents and guardians, please stand and be recognized. We love and thank you for supporting us throughout these years. Thank you.
Greetings to all graduates, faculty, and guests. I am Isaac Culver, the Senior Class Historian. I have the pleasure of reporting the recorded accomplishments of the class of 2022. I'm happy to announce that this class has been awarded approximately $8 million in academic and athletic scholarships and counting. Wow, that is to be applauded. This class has 10 seniors who have enlisted in the United States Armed Forces. As a member of this class, I am proud to announce that 89% of our students are college ready in reading and 70% are college ready in math. This year, approximately 90% of this graduating class was enrolled in and passed a college level course or received industry certification. Now hear this. This year, Reigns is graduating more than 92% of us with a standard high school diploma. A little over 85% of this class has been accepted into a college, university, or trade school. Now, you can say what you want about Reigns, but we are doing it right. As much as we would love to take all the credit for making it this far, in all honesty, we could not have made it here today without the agitating daily headaches from our administrators, teachers, and counselors, reminding us to be Ichiban #1. William Marion Reigns, I love thee. This school shaped us into the individuals we are now and the person we are going to be in life. These last 4 years have been the epitome of fondness. The students, staff, and faculty of Reigns, may you remember me and the class of 2022. And remember, Viking today, Viking tomorrow, Viking forever. Farewell, Reigns, farewell. This is Isaac Abdul Rakeem Culver, your class historian, signing out.
Greetings, fellow Vikings, parents, teachers, and distinguished guests. Congratulations, class of 2022. We're finally here. Today, I have the honor of introducing a beautiful, blossoming flower preciously planted as a seed alongside all of us. This young lady has gracefully risen to the top. During her freshman year and sophomore years, she was very shy and closed off, but eventually came out of her shell to become more involved over the last 2 years. It has truly been a pleasure watching her bloom and contribute to the vibrant array of Viking excellence as a classmate, teammate, and friend. With many accomplishments under her belt, she is graduating with a cumulative GPA of 4.66. She is Vice President and Editor of the yearbook, Class Treasurer, and First Lieutenant in the JORTC program. Not only is she academically inclined, she's also athletically talented. Participating in varsity slow and fast pitch softball, she has exemplified admirable character on and off the field. Her transformation from bashful and timid to outspoken and bold is an inspiration to each of us as we all turn the page into this exciting next chapter. Embodying the quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep it moving forward." She has continued to push her way toward success by staying the course and remaining disciplined through her scholastic journey. She is intelligent. She is courageous. She is a leader. She is a dreamer and a believer. She is our class of 2022 valedictorian and the epitome of Black girl magic. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiana Irby.
Good evening, parents, guardians, faculty, and staff, and last but not least, class of 2022. Today marks the beginning of our lives. Many of you might be thinking, what in the world am I talking about? I've been living for 18 years now, but truth be told, today really marks the beginning of our lives. Today is a day where we shift our mindsets from what do I want to become to who do I want to become. These last 13 years of our lives, we have been living for other people. And today marks a day when we start living for ourselves. Over the past 13 years, society, our parents and teachers have placed expectations on us. These expectations are what we're going to become, what kind of life we're going to live, what our priorities are, and what we're going to learn. Society has brainwashed us into thinking our whole life is based on the question, what do I want to become when I get older? But that's not the question we should be asking ourselves. Instead, focusing on what do I want to be. We should be thinking about who do I want to be. In our society, the only way to be successful is figuring out who you are. Without knowing who you are, you will never have a place in society. Without knowing who you are, you will never fully walk in your divine purpose. We are all wonderfully and fearfully made. There is this quote by author Mark Twain. He says, the two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Let these next 4 years of your life help mold you into who you want to become, as you also discover your why. When I came into high school, I did not want to be valedictorian. But now that I am left thinking if people will only remember me for what I became instead of who I became. My academic success over these 4 years doesn't define me or my journey in life, and it shouldn't define yours either. Although all our journeys aren't going to be the same, we will all be presented with challenges and uncertainties in our lives. But guess what, classmates? I have faith in our journey will be worth it and that we were made for it, because class of 2022, we have endured so many obstacles to get to where we are today. Think of all the things you overcame to walk across this stage. From overcoming COVID-19 variants, test scores, inflation, to the loss of family and friends. Think of the kind of person you were when you walked these halls. Think of the kind of decisions you made, and then think about how you want society to remember you. What will be your legacy, our legacy? I know I do not want my legacy here at William M. Raines to be your class valedictorian. I want to be remembered as a strong-witted, resilient, shy girl who once roamed these halls and found a piece of herself. What will be our enduring contribution to the world at large, to our Jacksonville community, to Viking Nation? I ask these questions to plant the seeds because in a few short minutes, we will become alumni of William Marion Raines High School. Thankfully, we have the time to build our legacy, but make no mistake, we will have to add to the legacy of this institution. We have the challenges of adding history to this school. It is our birthright. We stand on the shoulders of all other Vikings that have come before us. And at this time, I would like to thank my family, Mr. Hall, Ms. Stanley, Ms. Wirtz, Mr. and Mrs. Caldwell, Mr. Winston, Mr. Stevens, Mr. Cruz, Ms. Waters-Jones, and Sergeant Evans, as well as any other faculty and staff that knew the challenges I endured over these last 4 years. I would also like to thank my friends, Darielle, Kelsey, Kanisa, Evanton, Jasmine, Almari, Teresa, Bailey, Asoy, Prince, and George, for always being there for me when I needed a person to bounce ideas off of, for keeping me sane, for pushing me out of my comfort zone to get the true Viking experience. Today, I would like to thank Class of 2022 for letting me be an active leader and an advocate for your senior year. Fellow classmates, we have come to an end of our high school journey, but the start of our journeys into the world. Promise you'll go into the world and do well, but most importantly, go into the world and be great. Congratulations, Class of 2022. We made it.
I would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone that graduation is a joyous and formal occasion. Please refrain from applause, shouting, or other distractions during the presentation of diplomas so that each graduate's name can be clearly heard as it is read. There will be an opportunity for the audience to recognize all graduates after diplomas have been awarded. Your cooperation is appreciated.
Seniors, please rise. Dr. Diana Green, Superintendent of Schools, will you please come forward? Dr. Green, I am proud to present to you the William M. Raines High School Class of 2022. Each student here assembled has completed all requirements as prescribed by the Duval County School Board and the state of Florida and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma or certificate of completion.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Duval County School Board, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of the Duval County school system, and confer upon each of you all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Seniors, please take your seat. Line marshals, please move in place. At this time, I would like to take this time to honor the men of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated for providing our graduates with the gift of reading for the past 2 years. This year, each graduate will receive the book Just Harvest by Greg A. Francis. Marshals, we are ready.
Asoy, Genesis, Igion, Osumwigi. Jaquan King. Charles Joseph Pullen, Jr. Isaac Nicole Rakeem Colbert. Isaac Abdul Rakeem Colbert. Anaya King.
Dariel Jackson.
Tiana Lynette Irby.
Bailey Janae Moore.
Kanisa Jacole Burke.
Jasmine Nicole Parker.
Prince Aaron Day, Jr.
Jamira Richardson.
Kelsey Mason.
Neith Riedel.
Ayana Kelly.
Janaya Arnay Davis.
Sanaya Kelly.
Beyonce Kamiria Chanel.
Rayana Jean Lindsay.
Madison Dion Dorsey.
Cool, thank you. Alianix Dominique Belcher.
Melody Way.
Amir Damani Brown.
Evanton Stanley Hayes.
Glamour Brianna Jones. Almari Sierra Jones.
George Edward Dallas.
Lauren Nicole Ray.
Teresa Inez Cook.
Lauren Danae Griffin.
Quincy Burrows.
LaShawn Francis.
Joshua John Henry Ankrum.
Diamond Vernay Thomas.
Aaliyah Janae Hyatt.
Zakiah Devani Jones.
Kashana Mariana Norman.
Takira Hunter.
Brianna Sherry.
You want Elaine? Periana Elaine Woodard.
Ramaya Elisha Hampton.
Mariana Nashay Merritt.
Kelonda Renata McReynolds.
Daquan King.
Dejanae Cambria Williams.
Jada Monet Arnold.
Ajion Salathia Brinson.
Shanice Renee West.
Talia Yariana Hall.
Orlidiana Beltoria Marie Mitchell.
Jalen Norman.
Sanaya Breon Moore.
Tanaya Curie
What's up,
Gant.
Kamaya Hill.
Micaiah Jordan Walker.
Melandra Johnson.
Leah Isabel Nelson Ramos.
Rayani Sharp Mincy.
Shemaya Marie Lester.
Idania Tiari Britton.
Asia Rose Harris.
Andrian Stevens.
Layla Renee Pelsey.
Madison Siobhan Bonnet.
Takira Wells.
Shania Denise Kennan.
Zadavia Dene Lewis.
Aaron A. Cruz.
Swanee Marcella Pogua Padilla.
Kiana Lene Higginbottom.
Shantice Chanel Kilpatrick.
Kalonza Arlene Jackson.
Jabari Marquez James.
Ternesia Alexis Peterson.
Saray Latiria Green.
Rashia Shamika Bradley.
Jaden Kalan Caldwell.
Ariana Louise Cannon.
Jasmine Jonay Griffin.
Kiana Nicole Jackson.
Jayla Amari Thomas.
Madison Drenell Thomas.
Amari Simone Whitby.
Quantisa Danielle McLeod.
Jaira Thomas.
Janika Raymond.
Amari Mache Holland.
Paris Denali Moss.
Lunessa Ann May Newell.
Malaysia Beyonce Smith.
Marie Mion Glover.
Albert Darian King.
Shamir Zyrikia Alexandra Rock.
Lamaya Deshauna Gills.
Deani Serenity Lloyd.
Hold on. Kavia Cottrell Young.
Donisha Shakana Lloyd.
Asset Riedel.
Ebony Veronica Brown.
Nebthet Riedel.
Kyler Denise Greer.
Selket Riedel.
Kiara Acacia Arnold.
Amarian Phillips.
Anaya Monet Alvarado.
Ayana Anaya Carter.
Jaria Kanai Thomas.
Marquez Felton.
Cheyenne Latrice Simmons.
Jasmine Marie Bello.
Semiren Adriana Lee.
Anila Monique Lucas.
Pernicia Bolden.
Jemiah Denise Shavers.
Ashanti Lene West.
Arcaria Nicole Frazier.
Victoria Chavaria Phelps.
Tierra Avania Billingsley.
German Denoris Bratton.
Jelani Anaya Smith.
Sharon Antonisha Francis.
Zion Imani Thomas.
Krishan Tanisha Francis.
Zaya Tierra Prim.
Imari Shakaya Bush.
Armani Messiah Mallory.
Jamari Anthony Starks.
Kiera Phoenicia Waters.
Jason Allen Starks.
Tanaya Dennis.
Ian Martin.
Demarius Kobe Kearse.
Destiny Hoffman.
No. Samara Deshay DeBose.
Robert Eugene Taylor.
Zaira Sierra Kingston.
Zachary Ryan Mincy.
Diamond McRae.
Kiara Smith.
Daviana Shanice Patterson.
Shakira Lanice Tucker.
Shanice Janelle Clark.
Sydney Kevon Jones.
Shania E. Hooper.
Tanisha Lorraine Noisette.
Jakaya Danielle Sams.
Rashida Tiara Walker.
Kenneth Jerome Shanks III.
Kalia Tymeria Palmer.
Malaysia Centauria Stallings.
Kayana Kamaria Towns.
Alice Johnson.
Marcel Tyrell Gill.
Jordan Ross Williams.
Brianna Renee Thomas.
Kaylin Elizabeth Logan.
Darnell John Cummings.
Joshua Jaquan Rolak.
Janaya Natia Brown.
Javon Leonard Richo.
Ashante Anil Miller.
Umani Anika Hardy.
Alexander Brown.
Rainaya Anaris Glover.
Jasmine Brielle Evans.
Kamari Daniel Scott.
Jasmine Unique Robinson.
Carlos Smith.
Bernicia Catrice Martin.
Tyree Miguel Davis.
Madeline Renee Smith.
Oriel Baker.
Jada Dolores Wright.
Timothy Divine Hall Jr.
Raekwon McKinley Higgins.
Jannard Collins.
Jarvis Tyreek Jones.
Lamont Brown.
Damari David Spate.
Kristen Simmons.
Frisharie Johnson.
My Angel Diella Pickett.
Tiani Shania Garrett.
Travis Darrell Laster.
Aaliyah Canty.
Rashawn D'Angelo Latimer.
Jeffrey Addison.
Andrew Lamont Stevens.
Alonzo Davis.
Rashad Jacob Hall.
Anult Laguerre.
Alvante Cooper.
Jalen Michelle Rivers.
Harrison Robinson.
Dariana Marisha May.
Kyrie Naeem Hammonds.
Aaliyah Strawberry Shirkash Coleman.
Lawrence Cook.
Joquana Hill.
Michaela Shatiria Thomas.
Denisha Baker.
Truth Ford.
Laurie Jamise Harden.
Antonio Leverett.
Conil Durain Cushion.
Roderick Damone Streeter.
Giovanni Anaya Hayes.
Javinsky Taekwon Fields.
Jaden Griggs.
Michael Gant.
Cameron Javon Griffin.
John Rudu Lexidor.
Elijah Isaiah Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
Jerron LaJames Bell.
Yariana Quiles.
Jacoby Chase Johnson.
Jeffrey Antoine Little Jr.
Cameron Amon Poole.
Ashton St. James West.
Sabian Hendricks.
Jamari Elijah Gissentanner.
Jamari Rashad Watson.
Damari Javon Brown.
Ashton LaShawn Lewis.
Janaya Renee Mercer.
Xavion Shamar Clayton.
Vanessa Loren Danielle West.
Lorenzo Daniel West III.
Kareem Burke.
Zaire Zyshawn Miller.
Carlton Amaru Butler.
Quentin Bernard Whitfield.
Levante Brashawn Martin.
Raheem West.
Jamari Amir Stallings.
Tyree Antonio Bryant.
Jair Emmanuel Thompson.
Derek Griffin.
Akarion Shamel Johnson.
Samuel Lee Harris.
Bobby Jean Heath. Jaleel Armstrong. Rashad Fields. Eric Devon Kilpatrick Jr. Lee Benny Patterson. Chance Adonis Stewart. Clisher Aishanjian Judson II. Antonio Anthony Williams.
That's right. Go ahead and give it up for the class of 22. Many said they couldn't do it, but they did it. They are out of the range. Congratulations to the Viking babies.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Raines class of 2022. On behalf of William M. Raines National Alumni Association, I would like to congratulate you for successfully graduating from one of the greatest high schools in the nation. Will the class of 2022 please stand? Graduates, you are now an alumnus of one of the greatest academic institutions, William Marion Raines High School. You all have successfully accomplished a vision, which is to be excellent, inspired, and prepared for success in life. This is a moment when your parents, teachers, and everyone who have helped you get to this moment can be proud. I want to encourage all of you to remember the bonds of friendship and the lessons of academic leadership that you have learned as a Viking. Raines has a rich and long tradition of outstanding alumni who have excelled on the community, national, and world stage. You too can do it because you have been primed for this from the day you entered William and Raines High School. You have been told you are Ichiban #1. It is more than a slogan. It is an affirmation. It is your declaration, and it is your responsibility to be #1. Remember this, it is not how you start, it is how you finish. So on this 23rd day of May in the year 2022, as president of William M. Raines National Alumni Association, I do confer upon you that you are now an alumnus of William M. Raines High School. Your charge is to excel in everything that you do, and you are also charged to return and give back to Raines. For it is up to you to continue our legacy. Do you affirm? Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Seniors, please turn your tassels.